My heart says I believe her, but the evidence refuted. Hi there, welcome to Reddit Goat channel. Today we are going to have another unbelievable cheating story. But before we get started, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our daily cheating stories. My 24M girlfriend, 24F, have been together through thick and thin, good and bad, for the better part of the past 6 years. We had a troubled beginning, as I was an addict and she was a fixer, but after the first couple years of ups and downs, we really started to blossom. We both started studying in school, and our careers aligned and brought us even closer. She became my best friend, my partner, and a love like no other. There's no doubt in anyone's mind that we're a special couple. Last year about this time, we moved in together, and things were great. Until they weren't. I relapsed early this year, and even though my partner years ago swore that she would never stay with me through my addiction again, she did. She stuck with me and tried to help as I struggled for weeks, and then months. Then the inevitable happened. She tried to put her foot down. I pushed her too far, emotionally, not physically, and she couldn't take it. We split up, and were apart for just under 3 months, as I tried to clean up. She genuinely didn't know if I would ever be back, and during this time happened to run into an old fling. They hit it off, and, well, ended up having a series of 2 one-night stands. She swears that they were just one-night stands and no strings were attached afterwards. Fast forward a bit, and we're working back towards getting together. I've been clean, we've been seeing each other and are considering a future once again. Well, not a week after I thought we were moving in a good direction, she ran into him again, and had another one-night stand. But this time, she literally told me the next morning and said that it wasn't right, and would be the last time. I tried to accept this, as we were still technically single, but it still hurt. Fast forward another month or so, and we've moved back in together. Things seemed rocky at first, but we quickly became ourselves again. I thought things were going well, like really well, but the other day, this started to come into question. The other day we were on a visit to her family, and it was a great trip so far. One morning, however, as we were each sending our daily Snapchats to our friends that we have streaks with, I thought I noticed his emoji in the list of names she sent messages to. I tried to keep this to myself, but by the time we were on the road, she knew something was up. She asked me, and I blatantly asked if I could see her phone. She let me, and I opened it and confirmed what I saw. She had messaged him, but it just showed the one time from the morning. My girlfriend quickly explained that she had accidentally selected his name that morning while sending the generic message she sends to all her streaks. I don't know if I believe this, because his name isn't near the top of the alphabetical list, but I let it go as such. I did mention, however, that I would have blocked someone like that if I was in the situation, just to be sure nothing like this happened again. She totally blew this off, and we let the conversation die. Then the other day, I caught her quickly swiping closed Facebook as I approached her at home. She thought I didn't see, but I did. And since we share passwords, I'm not proud of this next bit. I went to the bathroom and logged onto her Facebook. And checked the search bar. Sure enough, his name was there and I quickly snapped a screenshot. A few moments later, when I finished in the bathroom, I refreshed the page, and it was no longer there. I went out to the living room and tried to be blank with her, but she started to catch on and got defensive before I could even say anything. She said, "Are we fighting, or what's your deal?" And I said no, let it go, and have been playing nice since then. That brings us to now. I genuinely don't believe my SO would physically cheat, not cheat at all actually, but this evidence has just got me thinking the worst. So, is it possible she really accidentally messaged him? And what should I make of her hiding her interest in him? Are there any glaring signs I'm missing, or obvious other pieces of evidence for or against her cheating? I really want her to be innocent. In fact, I truly believe she is. But this is too big of a question to go unanswered. Here are some of the best comments from our community. You can't have 2 one-night stands with the same person. Literally impossible by the definition of the term. Okay, well that's a lie too. Cheaters lie a lot. She will lie and lie and lie and lie. Ask me how I know. Don't feel bad about violating privacy because it doesn't exist to be abused to carry on secret romantic affairs. You don't just leave a door locked if you smell smoke coming from the other side, you touch the doorknob to check for heat, then bust it down. This world is full of people who exclaim, "I never thought I would cheat." She is in a fog. Outside of reality. In a morality-free zone. She is not who you think she is. She isn't who she thought she was. Your gut feeling is usually right. You say you don't think she would cheat on you, but you deep down do think she is. She is hiding things from you, deleting things, etc. She is already cheating emotionally. This is completely unacceptable. The guy is trying to sleep with your wife and get her to leave you. She will eventually feel the same way and most likely leave you or at least cheat on you. Do not let this continue, man. You will be heartbroken. Infidelity happens in so many marriages. She's clearly not over her ex still, and she has feelings for him. Have a serious chat with her and explain this to her. If she gets defensive and can't understand, then it's time to move on before it gets even worse. At least you won't have to stick around and see the cheating yourself. Someone introduced me to a hacker. I was able to contact spyadvice11@gmail.com. He helped me track my wife's phone and I was able to find out everything that was going on. Here's the second story. I've known about it for a few months now. Trust has never been an issue in our relationship, it was always just kind of a given that this couldn't and wouldn't ever happen. We know each other's passwords, our phones are interchangeable. So it was by dumb luck that I stumbled into a weird-looking conversation from a dude I'd never heard of. Not long into that rabbit hole, it's all fucking there. Gushing new love romance, constant pics, all the games people play to get to know each other. It took her all of 2 days talking to this guy to decide that our entire 15 years were worth throwing out for him. She's prepared to leave me for him. I was devastated to discover this and took it really hard. But I never let on to her that I knew. This came so far from left field, I would have bet my life this would never happen. Not her, no fucking way. So rather than confront her, I watched for signs that I must have been missing. And I'm either a complete moron, or she's a sociopathic liar. It's now 3 months later, and I've come to realize I'm hiding behind this lie. We get along great, we hang out every day and still act like best friends. She's pretending like she's not planning on leaving me, and I'm pretending like I don't know about it completely. I'm pretty self-aware in my situation, especially for how dumb I'm acting. I shouldn't be scared to bring this up to her, but I can't bring myself to confront her because it is that action that will bring everything down around us. It's like every day we hang out and pretend things are okay. I'm stealing another pleasant day with the person I love before the inevitable shit show takes everything I've ever cared about out of my life. I'm not interested in winning her back, this is not something I'm willing to move past. I'm not posting for advice, I've just never talked about any part of this with anybody, and after this much bullshit time, it's probably best that I did. So AMA. Here are some of the best comments from our community. I'm not even going to ask you anything, bro. Keep your head up and keep yourself close to family. If you ever need to talk to someone, please feel free to message me. My heart hurts reading this. I think you need to rip off the band-aid and focus on treating yourself the way you deserve to be treated. Create a better life for yourself. Rooting for you, internet strangers. I've been in situations like this. Not so much having a cheating spouse, but more of living in a relationship that has failed. Like a previous comment I made, just make a plan and leave. If you're living together, make plans for a new place. If not, just tell her you know she's cheating and tell her good luck and you're out. No need to drag it out. We've all been there thinking it can work. Being in denial when in reality it's not working. Please keep talking to people about this. I hope that you find the strength to bring it up with her. I bet for 9/10 situations like this the person is better off having done it. I do have a question though, are you carrying a crap ton of guilt regarding the relationship? I ask because accepting her leaving without even talking to her seems off and I can't put my finger on why. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.